Furious Driving, proud to be supported by Diamond Bright, protecting, cleaning and caring for the Furious fleet and for yours, with 10% off using code FD10. Follow the links in the description below.
Hello and welcome to Furious Driving, and I am, well, sort of at Stone Cold Classics, but not quite at Stone Cold Classics. I'm in a storage unit around the back of Stone Cold Classics because I've come to see an old friend, a car which we had for a little while, longer than we intended to, because it's always meant to be a flipper car, but a car which, as you know, I absolutely fell in love with because it's just glorious. This is my beautiful one owner, apart from me, low mileage Rover 75, which has got an incredible service history and is in frankly beautiful conditions. Unfortunately a bit dark in the back of this storage area, but it is absolutely lovely. Beautiful Wedgwood blue, got the lovely, I think called Union Jack wheels. This is kind of on the cusp of Project Drive, so I did a few things, like I added real wood dashboard to it, which a very generous viewer supplied to me. And I bought a new wooden rim steering wheel. Oh, this thing is, I wish I wasn't selling this car. This is so very nice. Anyway, having finally decided with a heavy and cold as ice heart to sell the thing, I shipped up here to Stone Cold Classics where Wayne was going to market it for me. However, we did have a little bit of an issue with that. The plan was I would sell this car, the money from this car would then go to paint the Rover 420 estate, and also have some money left over so I could then go into another new project and another flip series. However, things didn't go exactly to plan. All the time I'd had the car, I was aware of a little bit of lacquer peel on the roof. Having discussed it with Wayne at great length, we decided the best thing to do was going to be to take it to a professional painter before we marketed the car, because it just spoils it. It's a perfect, beautiful, lovely car. And it went off to the painter for a couple of weeks because painters never move quickly. But unfortunately, on the way home from the painter, coming back here to Stone Cold, it's not a long journey, thankfully, but Wayne noticed that it was getting no heat out of the heater. And very quickly after that, he noticed that there was a really strong smell of coolant, which is never a good thing to experience in a K-series car. So since we've opened the door, there's all condensation blown in the door. It's a horrible day today. So lifting the bonnet, and unfortunately, because it's a really cold, wet day, there is condensation now forming on the engine. It wasn't on there a minute ago, so bear with on this. It's not got the terrible mayonnaise of doom on the bottom of the filler cap, which is always a good sign. However, there was a sign of leakage down from where the head and the block meet. And in the header tank, you'll see it's bone dry. So it has blasted all its water out of somewhere, which connoisseurs of the K-series will tell you is probably something to do with the head gasket, which is a shame because this car actually had a brand new head and obviously head gasket and all the rest of it just a couple of years ago. The last owner paid the garage to go and do the whole bit.
Now, looking at the dipstick, the oil looks really fresh, clean and nice. It wasn't changed that long ago and it's not done very many miles. So there is hope that maybe the head gasket hasn't gone after all. Perhaps it's just a burst hose or a split header tank or something silly like that. Merely doing a compression test won't give us a straight answer. Can't really tell without doing the proper tests. Now, I really need to do one of the gas tests through the coolant.
Now this raises a number of issues. We can't sell a car which is blasting its coolant out. So this is why the car hasn't sold. Now, there's a couple of options here in terms of what we do. Either I come up here and do it myself, but it's a turbo and it's air conditioning, which complicates the thing. And also, I am 2.5 hours from home on a good day. Today it took 4 hours to get here. So driving 4 hours, struggling, and then trying to get it done and probably have to come back and do it a second day is not very economically sensible. Plus, if the car's for sale, we kind of want a warranty on it. I've spoken to a guy on Facebook who's well known in the MG Rover community as a mobile professional MG Rover mechanic. So he can do the job. I think it's 500 and something pounds. That's including the parts and the travelling, and it's a warranted thing as well. So when we're selling this car, it means the car goes off with a warranty as well. The trouble is, I just don't have 500 quid spare at the moment. So the car is currently languishing here in this shed. Fortunately, it's dry, it's out of the weather, it's out of the elements. It's protected. It's going to have to sit here a little bit longer, and I'm going to have to apologise continually to Wayne that my car is taking up valuable space in his tent. Fortunately, he's okay with that because he's got a fair bit of storage space up here at the minute, and we're not really pushing the boundaries of his tolerance at the moment. I think I'm going to have to go with the MG Rover guy because he knows what he's doing. He can turn the job around in a day for definite. and we'll have a car with a warranty. Then we can get the car back on the market again, and then we'll have a saleable, done car. I'm still very, very sad to let this thing go, I've got to say. Now obviously at the weekend it was Rustival, which was a fantastic show, which I hope you came to and enjoyed, and if you haven't enjoyed it in person, got to see some of the many, many videos, including my own, of what was going on at that event, which was fantastic. Hope you enjoyed. Anyway, one thing that was very much fully in effect were the Rover 75s. I've never seen so many 75s in one place before, and a lot of them were Wedgwood Blue. Saw some really nicely preserved ones. We saw some amazing early and late ones. John Coupland, who's on this here YouTube, his lovely Wedgwood Blue Cowley car was up there, so that was up there in the YouTubers lineup, and it just really did make me feel very sad that mine couldn't be there, because this could have been there if it was working, and it's not working, which is a problem. That also makes me sad. In an ideal world, I would sell the modern Mercedes and just keep this as a daily. The trouble is, the mileage I do on my daily car is just unfair on a low mileage Survivor, and also I need an estate car, so it's a real, it just doesn't really work out, sadly. But I do love this thing, and it's so, so beautiful. Wedgwood Blue is the best colour on these things. It still looks amazing. I'm going to show you the interior again, just because it's so very nice. Oh, I love this car, but needs must. We've got a 420 which needs paint paying for. We've got other stuff we need to go and buy, and it's yet another car that needs to be taxed every month if I have it back on the road again, and that's a big thing I don't like having to do. So there we go. This is the 75 and where it's at, and unfortunately it's here in the corner of a storage unit waiting for me to find enough money to pay to get the overhead gasket fixed. The difficulty is, because it's not a car that's on the road, it's not a priority, but it's also a priority because I need the money from selling the car to get other projects done. What do you do? Tricky one, huh? Anyway, people wanted to know, and now you do. But thank you for watching, and join me again next time when hopefully we'll have better news with something being fixed. Maybe even this car. Maybe I'll win the lottery and I can keep it. Who knows? Anyway, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe. By the way, there are even mugs of this thing over on furiousdriving.co.uk, and it's in part of the car stack tea towel and bag range as well. There you go, the 75, the beautiful 75. We never even gave it a name. We should have had a name, like Tock or Clock or Ticker or something like that. I don't know. Someone come up with a name for this thing. I'll see you later.